Well, good morning. It's early morning for me here in the Northwest, but it's a sunny day. I've already got my fan going. Gonna have some tea. I'm having it cold this morning. And I'm going to be showing one of my new cut and sews. I'm doing a series of the 3-pocket wall hanging organizers. And this one is going to have little hedgehogs on it. So the main body of it, and again, the cut and sew projects that I have on Spoonflower are pretty much 99% a fat quarter. So one fat quarter usually will give you one full project. So the main body of the wall hanging, you can kind of see here, is long, and this is it here, and it has a little mother hedgehog with her babies, and she's reading to them. And then all you have to do is you're going to put your own, the pockets that I provide here on there. And this is, see if I can get this right side up for you. Here's the pockets. So you have a little pink one, and this little hedgehog is in a coffee cup or teacup. And then you have this one here, and he's taking shelter from the sun underneath a flower, and there's a little honeybee up above. And the last one is this little one, and he's got a little bouquet of flowers to give to you. So those are going to be the pockets. Instructions are very simple and are printed on the pattern, and all of it, like I said, is on one fat quarter. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm just going to do it in little raw, unedited little clips. This is called Country Cottage. It is a cut it out, and then you're going to do up your main body of it. You will hem that all the way around, and if you want to, and it does stabilize it, makes it better for hanging, is get another fabric to back it with, and then hem it together, you know, where you just go out and around the back, leaving the bottom open, and then you turn it inside out, iron it all up. Anyway, I'll go through that as we go along. It's the same with the pockets. I do, however, suggest if you have room on the pattern you have, whichever one you get of these, I do have a cutting line. That's the black dotted kind of line that goes around the outside. That's pretty small on this one. Now, I think some of them I did enlarge them, but you want to go ahead and enlarge that yourself and just call this the sewing line if you get one of these where it's kind of limited. I mean, otherwise you're going to have to be sewing 1/8 inch, which is not a problem for many people, but if you're older like me, you probably want to have a little extra. It's easier to see. You can iron these under okay and go ahead and hem them. And another important aspect to remember is that on your pockets, always hem the top of each pocket first before you sew them down on the main body. Okay, I'm going to get this cut out. I'm going to find some extra fabric to put on the back, and then I'll show you the progress step by step as I go along. Part 2. Okay, I cut them out. I cut out my main piece. I also cut out a fabric. This is something I got at the thrift store. It looks vintage to me. It's a beautiful little print. Anyway, I face them together, and now I'm going to sew both sides and the top, leaving the bottom open to turn it inside out and iron it. And I did iron these already together and then cut them out. You might want to again, leave yourself a little extra on the sides. I went ahead and just kept it the way it is. You can see I only have this little line here. But I've done a couple of these, so I know that I can get this just fine. Anyway, I will turn this inside out, sew it, iron it, and then show you how it looks. Okay, part 3, I think. Now the bottom, I've got this already turned inside out. I did it all around the sides except I didn't do the bottom. So it's all ready now to do the bottom. And you have these raw edges. And I just kind of fold it with my finger right there. And on the other side, I'll fold it. And then if you saw it, can you see that? It just kind of folds itself in. And then you can either clip it. I got some little clippies, iron it, and then you're going to just top stitch. Top and just do a little running easy stitch. Oh, you could do a decorative stitch. If you want to do a decorative stitch right down there. As a matter of fact, you can top stitch all the way around this. It really does make it look nice. I may do that with this one. Just top stitch all the way around that. But I'm going to be sewing that up next, and that'll be done. And then I'll be placing the pockets on there. But the pockets have to be fixed first. And the first thing I did on this pocket was I went ahead and folded under, and then I top stitched with a zigzag stitch, just because it looked kind of pretty. It makes it look more handmade, like a hand sewn or something. The rest of it though, I'm not going to do any stitching until I place it on the main body. So this is where you can decide where you want each one of these. You can place them any way you want to, and then each one will, there's plenty of room for all three of your pockets on here. And you'll place those on there, and then you're going to go ahead and sew up on your three sides. Not the top, obviously, because then you can't get into your pocket. So you're going to sew down the sides and the bottom of each of these pockets on. And again, you can do decorative stitches on the top, or you can just do a plain stitch. But you do want to pre-plan, lay them out on your body to see where you want each one and how far you want them apart. And I will go ahead and finish this one up, and I'll start on the next pockets. And we're almost done. Be right back. Okay, one more take. Now this is just all pinned on here. I've pinned it in the placements that I want it to be. Oops, this one here is coming off. Let me fix that there. Forgot to get the edges there. There. So I've put my little clips along the sides. I've also put a pin in the center to keep it in place. And these are the placements that I want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and sew all the way down, and then across each bottom, and all the way down there. And then this will be about done. Now, if you wanted to, you can make, out of some of the extra fabric, which is in the same color green, you could make a couple little tabs if you wanted to make a little tab, that like for hanging on the wall. I just have a little mark here where I'm going to have a push pin through it. I'm just going to use a little push pin through that, and it'll go on a cork board. But this is how it all is laid out, and I'll go ahead and sew that up, and then I'll show you the finished product. Well, I'm ready to show you the final product. I've got it all sewed up. You see I put a couple pencils in there to show you how deep the pockets are. They're not super deep, but they would hold pencils or little bits of paper, to-do lists, who knows, whatever you wanted to put on there. And like I said, I was going to pin this one. My boo-boos, may as well show you those, is you can see that this one is just a tiny bit, a gap bigger than this side. So I didn't line this up real good. And there was one other little, oh, there's a little teeny bit of a pucker right here. That could have been corrected by me pinning it a little bit better, I think, around the sides. My little clippy, I think, kind of moved on me there. But overall, I'm really happy with the design, and I'm sure you will probably sew it together better than I did. The artwork is all mine. This is for sale as a do-it-yourself cut and sew on Spoonflower. And I have a large variety now of cut and sew, different things that are, I think 90% of my designs are better for intermediate to advanced sewers. Most of them just intermediate. There's some that could be done by somebody that's a beginner sewer who's still learning. As long as you look up some things that you would need to do, like on something like this, you know, your corners, before you turn it inside out, you probably want to clip that a little bit. Different little sewing things that you'd need to know, but these are really simple and great to, as far as fast, if you're a sewer already and you want to make extra money sewing up different things that are not sold in stores at craft shows to help your income. You can make these kind of things up, which they're not going to find anything like this. You're not going to find any kind of identical things. So if you want something unique that's not going to be exactly like your neighbor's craft show booth, then you want to check out my little cut and sews, because those are going to be all original. Even, you know, all of my fabrics that I have for sale, you know, on Spoonflower, all those artists are selling their fabrics, and the majority of them do only sell on Spoonflower on the fabrics. So some of them may sell on major companies. There may be some of those, but for the most part, you're going to find some unique designs, and all of my fabric designs are done by me, and most of them are I hand sketch out either on paper or on my iPad. That's where I design the things, and I also sell my designs on Redbubble and TeePublic. Just a few things. And I open to ideas. If you see something you'd like to have made, or you have a fabric that you like of mine and you want it maybe reduced in size a little bit or enlarged, you can ask me. Spoonflower no longer takes, they don't have any little button now where you can talk directly to the artists. I don't know why they did that, but no, so you have to go somewhere else. So I have two links. I have a link to my blog, which shows this is where this video will be, and on YouTube. YouTube has a link where you can talk to me, where you could write me an email, like if you're something you would like designed, or something that you want up in scale or down in scale. It is not all designs can go up more. Once it's a certain size, I can't go higher than that, but I can go lower, like, you know, reducing the size of the item. And I'm always open. I have taken custom orders before. I don't do a lot of custom orders because it's just too involved with getting across what somebody's idea that they would like done. But when there are, like, one lady had me do, I had a design of Mount St. Helens erupting, and she wanted that one reduced in size just by itself, well, like a blank background, and they were going to put it on some shirts for their club, and I was fine with doing that. So anyway, drop me a line if you have a request, and thank you again for watching my little videos, and I really hope you enjoy sewing. Don't rush yourself. If you're going to make mistakes, don't worry about it. Sewing is very therapeutic. Just take your time, go slow, enjoy yourself. These days, you want to find things to keep your hands busy and your mind working. This keeps you calm and helps you deal with whatever's going on in your life. Enjoy your day, and I hope you have a happy one. Talk to you later.